Hi guys, today we are doing another Aero test with Laci.
Me in the pit, I'm breaking necks and I'm wilding out. Reckless energy, I'm never signing out. Throw my elbows up and my money out. Cause I came to get down, so let's run it up. No too real, hit 'em with a rhythm rhyme. Tim's on, cause it's cold in the wintertime. I'm a boss, yeah, you know that I'm finna shine. Got the money in the bank like it's intertwined.
Last time we had some technical difficulties while setting up his bike because the free hub exploded in his disc wheel, so it was a bit compromised. Also the weather conditions were not ideal, so he came out to do a retest, and for that we began with checking out the helmets. And after a retest, surprise surprise, the large cask Mistral has been the best for him with repeated back tests. And as a kind of a new thing, I now also have the flapped version of the visor for the Mistral, and we have tested this on 2 riders already. Unfortunately, it didn't perform well with either of them. So yeah, I guess it's something that is highly optimized for the riders of Ineos who it has been developed for. So this is a no-go. However, we stuck with the helmet, which is, well, I would say, based on the experiences this year, is cementing itself as one of the best performing Aero helmets, along with the Spirit Protection Redeemer. So yeah, that was the helmet choice, and he is on the Shiv triathlon bike, which has a huge amount of adjustments regarding the stack height. He already has a custom cockpit, so he's really secure in that position, but we really wanted to fine-tune his stack height today because he's in a really low stack height, which is not optimal for his power transfer. He was not struggling with it, but I imagine that there can be made or some improvements can be made in this regard. So we started at 0 stack, and I put in quite a big chunk as the first option. So we started with 50 millimeters of stack, and now we are in the process of optimizing it, going down to kind of reach a sweet spot where he is almost as aero as with 0 stack, but obviously any gain you can make in that area is going to improve your power transfer. So this is what we do quite a lot with our riders here, and I would say it's one of the critical points of these Aero tests, because there's really no other way, no bike fitting tool or metric or rule of thumb where you can optimize it without actually testing it. So yeah, even if you have a fully dialed position, myself included, this is one of the areas where there is always some possibility for enhancement. So yeah, it also takes quite a bit of time because with each run we need to do the mechanical changes, of course, but due to the way that the shift teeth is set up, basically what we need to do is just swap these bolts, these tower bolts, on the base bar and put in a different set of spacers, which can be modified in 5mm increments with different combinations. And yeah, that way we can make the adjustments relatively quickly. So right now we're down to 30mm and we're just about hitting that sweet spot where it's, if we go lower, it starts to get slower again. So that is what I want to find. And as a conclusion to today's test, we have also the head wheels, front and rear, on test. So we'll be able to swap out his Princetons, which I'm pretty curious about. So we'll see which one of them is actually faster in his bike. So yeah, that's what we're planning to do today. Everything's been going well. There's been another update of the Aero coach system, so now the Connect IQ app on the Garmin is quite a bit more user friendly. It did take me 2 runs to set it up because there have been some changes in that, so that's all well and good. So we're rolling along. We have good conditions. It's September already, but we get full summer weather, basically 31 degrees Celsius and basically zero wind, around 4 kilometers per hour. So pretty much ideal for the runs. And we have a few more scheduled for this week and next week, so hopefully the weather stays like this so we can bring you some more content. So let's do a few more runs and then we'll see about the results and talk about them in a bit more detail. Okay guys, so we are wrapping up the test for today with some interesting findings. So as I said, the main goal of this session was the stack height optimization, and as I predicted, we did find a sweet spot with 40mm of stack, where our CDA was the exact match with the 0 stack setting, like you can see here. Now it's in this condition because we did the back test to verify the results, which proved to be true, so I'm happy with that. And now I'm going to rebuild the bike with the 40mm stack setting, because that produced the same CDA. So if we got lower than that, then it was slower again. If it got above that, then it was slower again. And this is the highest stack height, which produces a good CDA, which means that it's going to be the fastest overall, because the rider can put out the highest amount of power for the longest time, and it's essentially the most sustainable position. So this was my main goal for today. I'm happy that we have met that. And at the end, we have also tried to compare my head V84 front wheel to the Princeton tri-spoke, just for well, the sake of comparison. And actually the Princeton was 2 watts faster than the head. However, I suppose that there might be a problem with this rim and tire combination, as head generally develop their wheels around the Continental tires, because those are really fast aerodynamically. And also the width of the 25mm TTTR tire was much better matched to the width of the rim. This is a 26mm Vittoria, but still it's much narrower than the Conti that we had on before. So I think that might be the reason for the drag penalty, despite the fact that the rolling resistance of the tire is actually quite a bit lower in this case. So yeah, overall the Conti might still be the better solution. On the other hand, also, you know, the Aero coach wheels are really fast and they're optimized specifically for this tire. So there's a lot of combinations that we could possibly test. So this was one of them, and we'll surely be ticking off the other ones in the near future as well. So obviously I'll be updating you about the results. Still, yeah, for this particular combination, the Princeton with the Conti was the better choice. Next time I would be really keen to test it with the head and the Conti, just to see how it adds up. As I said, this is a 26 Vittoria, and it's a lot narrower, so maybe also the 28mm Vittoria would be a much better choice and a better match, because actually if you measure the Conti on this wheel, the external width is 28mm, almost 27 point something. So that's the width that we need for this particular wheel to perform well. But nevertheless, that's a technical detail, and it was not the main point of this test, just an interesting takeaway. And as I said, we'll work on this a bit more still. So yeah, I'm happy with this conclusion. We have a few more things for this particular setup and rider to test, but we do have the suitable stack height for now, so that's all well and good. So I hope you found this informational and useful. Obviously we'll be doing the test with upcoming rider sessions as well, and videos about those. If you want to have your own position dialed and optimized with aero testing, then of course you can reach out to us in the links below. And yeah, that's basically all for today. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.